Hello to my 211 colleagues across the province. Coming to you with the second video message, and I do hope that all of you are doing well. It is now more than 6 weeks since the province announced the closure of schools and certainly the introduction of physical distancing measures related to COVID-19 and the community's response. And it's been quite an interesting and trying time, to say the least. We've seen significant growth in call volumes and contact volumes overall in terms of our 211 service. We are receiving close to 50% more calls than we were same time last year. And the web traffic in particular has increased more than 300% over the same time last year. So we know that a significant number of people have been affected by the pandemic and are now reaching out for help. 211 has been there to answer the call from day one with very little interruption in service, and that's a real credit to each of you, to your supervisors, to those of you working feverishly to update data records, all in order to make sure that we can point people in the right direction who are really struggling right now. So a big thank you to everybody who has played a role, whatever that role may be, in answering that initial surge of calls related to COVID-19. We know that this pandemic is going to play out over the weeks and months to come, even as things begin to reopen for a lot of businesses in the province. This the impacts of the pandemic on the most vulnerable people in our communities will be felt for, as I say, many weeks and months to come. So we are encouraged certainly by the additional funding that we've received from the ministry, and we've added some new capacity, both in terms of frontline new agents as well as new data resources and moving some part-time to full-time. So you will have likely seen and felt the impact of that additional help, where now we have lower wait times again, less calls being abandoned, and certainly we do understand that the call length has increased in that same time period. Um, as more services become available throughout the province, we do expect to some extent to see that call length decrease. But one of the key messages I wanted to deliver today is really that no matter what, each and every caller is certainly going to be experiencing some form of challenge related to COVID-19, and we want to be able to spend the time required with each and every caller, do the proper assessment, and absolutely collect the information about what that person's needs are, and in particular where there are unmet needs. I just want you to know how important it is that that information is collected. It is being shared with decision makers both locally and provincially, and it's being used to actually fill some of those unmet needs or the service gaps that have been identified through your calls. So I just want to remind people that as much as we feel the pressure, you feel the pressure of that next call in the queue, um, we just want to pass on the message that you should take your time. Look after each and every caller or chatter or emailer. And also, one final message is really about looking after yourselves. Again, during Mental Health Week in particular, it is so important to, as they say, get real about some of the challenges that we're facing either personally or difficulties because of listening and supporting those who are really experiencing high levels of anxiety and stress right now. So lots of resources available to you, including a checklist that will be attached to today's video message. And I encourage you to remember that as you go through the days ahead. but also please a reminder that if there's anything else we can do to support you in your work, this will be a long road ahead. And so whatever we can do to support your ongoing needs, we're listening. Your supervisors are listening, and we are identifying more help and capacity, certainly to bring to bear over the weeks and months to come. So thank you again for all of your efforts. Keep doing the amazing job you're doing, because it certainly is being recognized by so many, both again at a local and a provincial level right now. 211 is valued more than ever, and that's all because of you. So thank you, and we'll be back again in a couple weeks.